Hey guys, welcome to another What the Fuck recap. I'm the creator, and like I said, it's Juggernauts, Juggernauts, Juggernauts. It's always the damn Juggernauts. I wish they'd get this handled, but as long as it's big news, I'm going to keep letting you know. Alright, but first off, we're going to start off with Skarner. As you can see by the super sped up background, this is actually a ranked game I'm doing. In fact, most of these will be ranked games, except for Darius and Garen. But these are all ranked games, so like I said, I'm tryharding on this. But first off, I can tell you right now, with these new nerfs to Skarner, he feels really weak. I mean, granted, as you just saw, I made a huge mistake right there. I should not have gone top and just died. But still, he just feels much weaker than he ever has before. And right here, I got alt tabs and then I died because Skarner kept moving, and you can see it on there right now. Skarner kept moving and I did not, my screen got blacked out because I got alt tabbed by my virus scanner. Yay for me, right? Okay, but Skarner just feels a hell of a lot weaker. I mean, yeah, granted, I am going to Devour, mainly because I still think Devour Skarner is the strongest Skarner there is. Warrior might be better, but I really don't think that not Tank Skarner, but Cinderhulk Skarner is stronger than Devour. I think Devour Skarner is the strongest version of Skarner. I just do, but he feels so weak. Like I said, I have no real, I can't really do anything here. Like I said, I barely get Sejuani, even though I was able to break up the entire fight, but I feel so weak. Like I said, as you saw right there, Sejuani ganked. Yeah, I was pretty low, but I just got melted by her. Like I said, granted, was the old Skarner way too powerful? Yes. And then some. But this new Skarner just is so weak now. He feels like he did before they even reworked him, honestly. It's just I don't feel like I have any true impact whatsoever. I'm just sitting here farming in the jungle because there's nothing I can do. If I try to fight, I die. I just need to get my items before I'm able to do anything. And I guess that is technically what they wanted, but it sucks. It really sucks because I just feel super weak and it's just no fun. So honestly, with Skarner, he needs buffs. Yeah, you heard it. My personal opinion, he needs buffs. I don't know how you're gonna buff him without turning him back into the monster that he was. Because let's face it, that Skarner was a monster, and there's no pretending otherwise. He was a freaking monster, and he cannot be. And where he was then, and like I said, where he was then is just too strong. But I think he needs buffs. I do. And now we're going to Mordekaiser. This is my second game, and I'm actually going Mordekaiser top due to the fact I was testing out the buffs he got to his soul line. And this seems alright. I mean, not great by any stretch of the imagination, but alright. I mean, he's not as strong as bot lane. Bot lane Mordekaiser's insane. I don't even know what we can do about that, but because bot lane Mordekaiser's insane. But top lane Mordekaiser, I think is pretty good. He is W actually as meaning, and it actually does do damage. It does do damage now. It technically is not supposed to, technically, but it does the health steal damage, which I might have been a little bit too fast to see, but I used that to actually win the fight. I healed off my W and won the fight. So he actually has quite a bit of sustain now. I mean, granted he's still really slow, and that really does hurt him, but he's a lot better top lane now. He's not terrible. He was never really a terrible top laner. He was weak. He was weaker than the bottom lane Mordekaiser by a hell of a lot. But he's still not as strong as bot lane Mordekaiser. Not by a long shot. And I mean not by a long shot. Is this a step in the right direction? Yeah. But again, I don't see how Riot's going to balance Mordekaiser. And I mean, like I said, right here, I don't understand how they're going. Like I said, I got the kill, but the movement was there and I died. I don't see how they're going to balance Mordekaiser without making him both insane bot lane and be able to be strong in a solo lane. I just don't see it. So I got a feeling that they're either going to be it's either going to be a solo lane Mordekaiser, which I know they don't want, or they're going to make him a bot lane only. And I don't know, I don't think they want that either, but I'm just trying to see what else it could be, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not. Either they're gonna have to make a decision making Mordekaiser solo, or they're gonna make a decision making him duo. That's it. I don't see anything else. Like I said, I just died there because I didn't realize how fed the Swain was, but he was, and I died horribly. And honest, that Swain's going to be a bit of a pain throughout this whole game. But like I said, Mordekaiser is in an okay place, but his bot lane is still way too strong. I played a game earlier before this. I played a game earlier where there's a bot lane Mordekaiser. We won the game barely, but this bot lane Mordekaiser just devastated everything. And like I said, but top lane Mordekaiser is still super strong. Not stupid strong, super strong. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm 5-2. I'm not doing great. Granted, but I'll tell you right now, if I was bot lane, I would be a lot better off than I am right now. Than 5-7-2. I would be, like I said, the amount of damage I have is quite simply insane. That's the thing. Okay, I got ganked to hell and back right there. Mordekaiser has insane damage. He does. His damage levels are through the freaking roof. And if you notice, this game's going pretty badly for us, but it ain't over yet till the fat lady sings. But his power levels are too high for a bot lane, especially a good bot lane with good sustain and or good lockdown. But even though he has the damage for the top lane to be fine, he doesn't have the mobility anymore for top lane. I mean, he barely had the mobility before for a solo lane, but they really got rid of it. Like I said, is it usable? Yes, it's very usable. As you can see, like I said, right now, even though I'm 6-9, I'm doing very poorly, but I'm 6-9 and 9, so I'm not doing horribly, but I'm not doing well. Like I said, had I been a bot lane, I probably would be doing much better than I am right now. But like I said, his damage is too insane for a bot lane to be. It's out of control bot lane. Up top, he doesn't have the mobility. He doesn't have the mobility to stay alive. Simple as that. He needs changes. I don't know how to fix them. I don't know. Because if they nerf him too much, he can't be a solo laner, and his damage is too much, he can't be a solo laner. And if they buff his mobility, he's going to be stupid, insane top laner. But with that, that's actually my last ranked game of the four Juggernauts. Now I'm back with a Darius game. As you can see, it's just me and Volbear, and nothing really happening, honestly. It's just me and him just going at it. Now I did get a I'm not sure. Was that a kill? Maybe. Yeah. I got my first first blood there. It barely even saw, but yeah. Just I have to. Darius is. I don't know. He seems to be in an okay place, honestly. He may even still be strong, a little bit too strong. But Darius is still Darius. I mean, as you saw, I made him bleed to death quite easily. But the mana is actually an issue now, which is a good thing. The fact that he has mana issues is a good thing. I told you when I first spoke about it. He needs sustain issues, otherwise he becomes way too overbearing, and that's what happened. He became way too overbearing, and I died there like a fool. He became too overbearing, and he became this superpowered Juggernaut, which is fine. But okay, yeah, I messed that one up. But which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But he was overbearing and too overbearing. He could do so much and just had no weaknesses. He had so much sustain. He never had any mana issues. He had no health issues. Now his health issues are okay. He doesn't have too much health issues, but his sustain. His sustain hurts. You can't just be spamming out his abilities and expect to live. It just isn't. They're just gonna. If you do that, you're gonna have a bad time. Simple as that. Like I said, as the game goes on, though, unless you build like hyper tanky, even though I am building pretty tanky, even though I'm building a lot of damage. You're just gonna get tired, which is good. That's a fine. That's fine. As you see, this game's turning a little bit south, even though I'm 10-5. But as something else I noticed, with some of the other Juggernauts, you can carry if you get ahead. I can't really see that with Darius. He's a early game champion that you're gonna do a lot of damage, but you're never gonna be able to. I don't think you're gonna be able to carry them. I just don't think you're gonna be able to carry with Darius. Not unless you can carry through team fights. If you can, like I said, if you get a good team fight, you're going to win, and there's nothing that they're gonna be able to do to you. But I don't see Darius being able to even 1v3 very easily, unless you're like so far ahead it doesn't even matter. But like I said, unless you have another good tank with you that's a good initiator, a Volibear or Malfire, just someone to get in and disrupt people. I don't see Darius being able to do a whole lot, in a team fight, because they'll just focus you down, and well, you're just gonna sit there and not do anything. But on the other hand, if you do get a fight like this one right here, where Darius is able to sit there and fight, he's gonna completely decimate teams. So yeah, it's a good thing. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is a good thing. Honestly, I think Darius is in a good place. I really do. I think Darius is in a good place. He's still strong early game, and he has clear weaknesses late game. I think he's in a good place. He's still strong, but I think he's in a good place. Now this is like I said, so that's my feeling on it. I mean, granted, I got fed to hell, but like I said right there, I'm not so strong. Like I said, if that was maybe not Mordekaiser, but if that was Garen right there, Garen or release Garen or release Darius, or maybe not, or hotfix Darius, I should say, not yeah. And here I'm just going chasing the chasing. I just sort of gave up, and they all died. But like, whatever. Okay, and I just sit there, get a kill, and I just sit there and chase, and I die. You shouldn't chase. But I think Darius is in a good place. I like how Darius is. Now, Garen. I think he's quite a bit weaker now. I do. Not as badly as Garner, who I think they actually went too far on. But I think he feels a lot weaker. He does. I mean, yeah, I said I don't do as much damage as the Shen, which is fine. I mean, it's Shen. But when Garen first came out, he's able to lane pretty strong against most opponents. But now it's like, nope, not so much. His spin to win doesn't spin to win as much. Like I said, it's I don't want to say it's fine because I don't think it's fine. I think honestly the Juggernaut or the villain nerf hurt him a lot, but that was needed. That villain where he would purposely once he hit 6, killed by the guy so he can get the villain mechanic was just too strong. Spin to blast. So was that a right nerf? Yeah, but now he just seems to be a little bit underwhelming damage. Now, granted, this is against a Shen, and this is against Shen, so it's possible that it was just because Shen is so tanky that I just didn't get I just didn't get a good matchup, which is possible. It's very possible I just didn't get a good matchup, and Shen is just so tanky that he's able to protect my damage, which is possible. And there I die. It's in fact, it's very possible. He just feels a lot weaker. I mean, you guys saw my released my reworked Juggernaut Garen video. He was insane. He shouldn't be like that, but he feels kind of weak right now. I don't know. I don't know what changed with him. He just feels kind of weak. Not nearly as bad as Skarner, but he feels a little weak. Maybe nudge his damage up on his E, and I think he'll be good. Because he's not a bad champion at all. I mean, as you saw, I'm able to remain in lane almost forever, but Shen can have. But when you try to trade and you can barely hurt your lane opponent, and then when you can barely hurt your lane opponent, and it's literally like there's nothing you could do about it. You just have to spin to win and try to get as many minions and run away to regen. That's not fun. It's not fun. It's also not fun when you spin to win and you win every single trade just by hitting one button for your opponent. I get that. But is he in a bad place, really? No. I think he's a little weak, yes, but I don't think he's in a bad place. I just maybe nudge up the damage on a spin to win, or yeah. I think that'll do it. But that's it for me. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully with a new what the fuck with a new champion. See you guys later.